Just a month, well, actually 33 days until the presidential election. 1 month, hopefully not 2 months before we know the outcome. But investors say that they'll feel uncertain about the future of financial well-being until the results are in. Many are putting financial decisions on hold, but Sharon, I'll let you do your report, but we've known from the past that we worry a lot about it, and then when it's all said and done, it usually doesn't make that much of a difference.
I know, but still, that's not how people are feeling,
right.
Joe. You know,
anxious.
They're anxious, and separating politics from personal finance can be difficult for many people, particularly this election season. A new poll finds nearly a quarter of adults say the outcome of the presidential election will determine whether they're rich or not, and half believe the election outcome will directly impact their personal finances. That's according to a survey of 2,200 adults by the financial services firm Empower. Now, their retirement outlook may also hang in the balance, with 26% saying they're never going to be able to retire, 29% indicating they'll have more money in retirement, and 31% saying they're likely to be more financially secure in retirement, depending on who wins the presidency on November 5th. While the election adds another degree of uncertainty to the markets, financial advisors say you shouldn't let it derail your long-term investment strategy. Instead, you should be focusing on your asset allocation and your goals, whether you're on track to meet them, and supercharge savings in your workplace retirement plans and individual retirement accounts. Also, of course, stay invested. The markets can be volatile around an election, but historically generate positive returns over time. Still, many Americans are very anxious, and a survey by the CFP board, an organization that sets standards for certified financial planners, finds 80% of adults say they expect their personal financial situation will be worse if the candidate they vote for does not become president. That's a majority of Democrats and Republicans, and of course, only one party will win. So financial advisors say have a framework for making financial decisions that keeps you focused on your goals no matter the election outcome. And if you're looking for an advisor to help develop a framework and set up a plan, check out CNBC's 6th annual Financial Advisor 100 list, recognizing top firms in the country. You can see the full list by scanning the QR code right there on your screen, or you can go to cnbc.com/FA100, Joe.
Yeah, only one party will win, but there's 3 different branches. So you get the House, the Senate, and the, so that's like that's more than in the hope. The hope is that it's split among a lot of people. Exactly. But it is interesting. We were just talking tribalism. So the two sides that think they're going to lose if the other side wins in terms of the president, are they? It's weird because threat to democracy was split down the middle. Which one was the threat when they did polls? So what do they think on each side about what happens if the other guy wins?
Well, when they're looking at what's going to happen and their greatest concerns, Republicans more concerned about increased taxes, Democrats more concerned about higher health care costs. But again, there's framework for that. So financial advisors are saying for those people who are concerned about taxes and they have the money to do it, they're doing more and more Roth conversions right now going into this election. Health care costs, we're looking at open enrollment season. This is a time for people to think about what they can do.
Worried about
the Roth conversion.
In case taxes go up?
You pay the taxes now.
Pay the taxes now, exactly.
And then you pay less when you're taking it out down the road.
Exactly.
That's an interesting perspective.
The idea of, I find it fascinating that people look at their situation and their retirement accounts and they think that that's their money. Many of them are in traditional accounts where a lot of that money is going to be taken up with taxes. You do a Roth conversion and then you don't pay taxes.
You pay taxes now. You would pay a big tax bill now,
right?
But it would be at a lower rate than later. And that's interesting. If you look at our deficits, it's hard to imagine taxes are going down.
Exactly.